We're here in downtown Chicago, where thousands of people have gathered to protest the Trump administration's family separation policy. We're here in Liberty City, where MLK Mural Project is paying tribute to the Black men and women who've made an impact in this community, all with the help of a little paintbrush. 34 lockers are currently in use, but if it's something that you're interested in, there are plenty of lockers still available. The Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival is on until November 17th. I'm Katelyn Sabater, this is CBS 4 News. And we're here at the annual Pitchfork Music Festival. Festivals like these aren't just about the music anymore. They've turned into complete fashion shows.
So here we have...
Broken Arrow comes here to pick up a supply of his life-saving medicine. But this isn't a pharmacy, it's his own locker.
I was looking to stop my evil ways, so I decided to put it here so I wouldn't be tempted to sell the bottles or misplace the pills or then be stolen away from me.
Because health experts say it's common for people who live in the streets to lose medication or for it to get stolen and sold.
If somebody is currently living under the bridges, is homeless, and they're not able to hold on to their belongings, how are they going to hold on to, thousands of dollars worth of medication?
Alicia Ekoo is a team lead at the Idea Exchange, a University of Miami-sponsored program. They saw a solution to this problem.
We have people who are homeless and who are virally suppressed, who have been cured of hepatitis C. All of these things are achievable, you know what I mean? And it started with the medication pill lockers.
Now, participants can go to a secure location where their prescriptions are stored and pick up a few days' worth.
Everybody deserves care. Everyone deserves to live a part of something and then be able to reach out to people who can help them.
Broken Arrow was living on the streets, addicted to heroin and cocaine when he reached out.
I was a hardcore junkie in the street, very bad. I had a $400 a day habit. And now I went from full-blown addiction to viable citizenship.
Each tag adding up to over a year of sobriety. Now he volunteers his time 4 days a week to the program he says gave him his life back.
I'm here, and then I'm here to help anybody who needs to get clean.
I feel good because I never did something like this.
Marlon Elvin is painting his first mural thanks to the MLK Community Mural Project. MLK stands for Moving the Lives of Kids.
I'm happy they gave the kids, the youth, a chance to really prove that we can have fun and learn how we do it.
Kyle Holbrook, the executive artist of the MLK Mural Project, is dedicated to teaching kids like Marlon the power of art.
Oh, that's the real hands of the future there. And let the art be a vehicle to educate, inspire, teach, and preserve history.
This Black History Month, students from Liberty City picked up paintbrushes and helped preserve their neighborhood's history.
When kids do this, they understand better who these people are in their community that have been pillars in the community.
Holbrook partnered with Liberty City Trust to pay tribute to local legends.
We have Mrs. F. Lee Range. She was a morticianer from 1960 to 2005. And we have Mr. Samuel Lee Johnson, who was a pharmacist from 1959 to 2006. We also have the picture of Mr. Frederick Morley, who was the principal at Drew Elementary School for 30 years.
Dr. Frederick Morley is the only living honoree.
It was just amazing that I'm able to see myself there.
He sees the mural as more than just a history lesson.
It's important for children to know that we can do things that's positive in the community.
Holbrook has been using wall art to change communities like Liberty City for close to 2 decades.
I think some people riding by, they may have heard something negative, but when you ride by and see this here in Liberty City, maybe you'll know that there's some great things that go on here in this community as well.
Marlon hopes people see the mural on the corner of 59th Street and 17th Avenue and gain a sense of pride.
They can ride around town knowing that they're proud to be who they are, Black, and just happy.
This is our memorial wall, and it's people who've lost to gun violence. So just last year, we had to add an extension. So at first, for years, it was just this side with all these pictures on here, but then, unfortunately, because the violence, we had to add another addition to the wall. And we have countless of hundreds of photos in my office that I have sitting on my desk because I can't put it on the wall because there's not enough space.
The Arc of St. Sabina, located in the south side of Chicago, started BREAK, the Violence Prevention Youth Council, in 2012. 28-year-old Lamar Johnson is the coordinator of the Brave Youth Leaders.
Over time, these young people begin to recruit other young people, like their friends or from other schools, and then it just blew up to a whole program where we teach young people how to be advocates for their community, as well as learning policy, but most of all, it's about leadership. You know, teaching these kids how can they use their voices and their individualities to create change that they want to see.
Brave has been protesting gun violence way before the infamous school walkouts and protests of 2018.
What makes Brave unique is Brave has already been doing this before the school shooting thing started happening. Before, for some reason in this country, young people have a love and a fad for guns. That's not just when they shoot up a school. In our community, our young people have a love fest for guns, for killing each other when they're not in school.
In 2006, Trayvon Bosley's older brother was shot and killed at church, putting Trayvon in the fight against gun violence.
My family connected with Father Mike, and Father Mike introduced me to the group here called the Brave Youth Leaders. And ever since then, I've just been a part of the group because they were doing positive things in the community, and I just really wanted to be a part of that.
This year, he had the opportunity to speak to about 800,000 people at the March for Our Lives rally in Washington, D.C.
I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely nervous going out there, but after I was done, it made me extremely happy just to be speaking to so many people, because I've been trying to do this activism and anti-violence movement, and I've been advocating for a very long time. And most times people don't listen to day-to-day shooting victims or our solutions. So to have that scale and speak to that many people was something new and amazing to me.
Trayvon has some advice for people who may be apprehensive in joining the fight against gun violence.
You have to move as soon as possible because violence isn't stopping for any of us.
Miami's best agents are back in town and in true Miami fashion with a little cafecito in hand. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are the epitome of BFFs for life.
We ride together, we die together, bad boys for life. Everybody wants a friend that's going to ride with them like that.
The bond between the two is seen both on and off screen. It's why the movies are such a hit.
People feel that in our characters, and I think that's a big part of what makes this franchise hold a warm spot in people's hearts.
But it's not only bad boys for life, it's also,
it's 305 for life.
The newest directors of the blockbuster franchise knew the importance the Magic City played in the movie.
Miami is like a character. It's like Mike and Marcus, and then you got Miami.
And don't forget DJ Khaled, who's also featured in the film.
Nothing but love.
So what does it take to be a bad boy?
I use the word bad boy in a great way, like being a great father, being well dressed, you know what I'm saying? Being in the Bad Boys film. The word bad don't mean bad, it means great.